Welcome back, everybody. It's time for another deep dive, and today we're going to be looking at mind mapping. So mind mapping, it's kind of like this visual way to capture your thoughts, right?
Yeah, definitely. And organize them, too.
And organize them, yeah.
It's not just taking notes.
Yeah.
It's more about the structure and how different ideas connect to each other.
Yeah, so you can see how everything kind of fits together.
Exactly.
And it's not.
It's a way to really see your thoughts laid out on a map.
And it's crazy to think that this has been around for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Like Leonardo da Vinci, he was doing this kind of stuff.
Some people think his notebooks are early examples of mind maps.
Wow.
We're full of diagrams and sketches that connect different ideas. So it's really cool to see that kind of historical connection.
And now you see Bill Gates using it,
Yeah.
NASA using it.
It's used by all sorts of people these days.
It's everywhere. So there must be something to it, right?
Right. And I think part of what makes it so effective is that it mirrors how our brains actually work. Instead of trying to force your thoughts into a linear structure, mind mapping lets them branch out in all directions.
Oh, so it's more natural.
Exactly. It's more like how our brains make connections and come up with new ideas.
That makes sense. So it's not just about being organized, it's about tapping into your creativity.
That's a great way to put it. When you think about traditional note-taking, it's very linear. You're forced down a single path.
Yeah, you've got to go step by step.
But our thoughts don't really work that way. They're all over the place connecting different things. Mind mapping lets you capture that radiant structure, It helps you see patterns and possibilities that you might miss if you're just writing things down in a list.
Yeah, you're not just seeing the dots, you're seeing the constellations.
Exactly.
Okay, so it helps you think more creatively, but does it actually help you get more done?
Oh, absolutely. Mind mapping can be a huge productivity booster.
Really?
Yeah. Whether you're planning a project, working on a complex task, or even just trying to understand a difficult textbook chapter,
Okay.
mind mapping gives you that structure. It helps you break things down into smaller, actionable steps.
Oh, so it's like taking a big, overwhelming thing
and
making it into smaller pieces.
Exactly. And that makes even the most daunting goals seem achievable.
Oh, I see.
Because you have a roadmap. You know where to start and how to get there.
That's huge for people who struggle with procrastination or feeling overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's like a way to turn those swirling thoughts in your head into a clear, actionable plan.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what about learning? Does mind mapping help with that too?
Oh yeah, big time. In fact, studies have shown that visualizing information can boost memory by up to 30%.
Wow.
That's pretty significant.
Yeah, that is.
When you create a mind map, you're not just passively reading or listening. You're actively engaging with the material, using different parts of your brain and creating visual cues that help you remember things better.
Oh, so it's like turning a boring textbook chapter into something that you can actually follow and remember.
Exactly. It becomes a story that you can see unfold in front of you.
Yeah. And it's not just about remembering facts and figures, right?
No, not at all.
You mentioned something about mind mapping and self-improvement.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the most powerful aspects of mind mapping. It can really help you identify areas where you can grow and improve.
How does that work?
Well, by looking at the big picture and the details at the same time, you can easily spot gaps in your knowledge or patterns in your thinking that might be holding you back.
Oh, so it's like holding up a mirror to your own thought processes.
That's a great way to put it. It gives you a new perspective on yourself.
And that can be a powerful tool for personal growth. I'm starting to see how versatile mind mapping can be.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
But it can't just be for academics and CEOs, right?
Oh, no, not at all. Mind mapping is for everyone. We see it used in all sorts of fields and for all sorts of purposes.
Like what?
Well, students use mind maps to summarize notes, prepare for exams, and brainstorm essay topics.
That makes sense.
And entrepreneurs use it to sketch out business plans or analyze market trends. And it goes beyond the professional world, too.
Oh.
People use mind mapping for goal setting, habit tracking, journaling, and even exploring their own beliefs and values.
Wow. So it's like a blueprint for self-discovery.
Exactly. And for creative types like writers, artists, designers, mind mapping can help them overcome creative blocks, structure their work, and come up with new ideas.
So it's really a tool for anyone who wants to tap into their creative potential.
Absolutely. It helps you organize your thoughts, bring your ideas to life, and unleash the power of your mind.
That's pretty inspiring.
It really is.
So it sounds like mind mapping has a lot to offer.
Definitely.
It's like a Swiss Army knife for your brain.
Can help you think more clearly, learn more effectively, and achieve your goals.
And it can even help you understand yourself better.
Exactly. It's a tool for personal growth and self-discovery. It's pretty cool stuff, and we're just getting started.
Oh, yeah. So we've just scratched the surface here.
There's so much more to explore. It really makes you wonder, what if this whole traditional note-taking thing is actually limiting us?
What do you mean? Like the way we've been taught to write things down?
Yeah, like what if forcing our thoughts into these linear structures is actually preventing us from thinking more creatively or effectively?
That's an interesting thought.
Because our brains don't process information in a straight line,
Yeah, our thoughts kind of jump around all over the place.
Exactly. They make these unexpected connections and associations.
And to be more radiant structure, like a mind map, would be a better way to capture that.
Yeah, I think so. It's more in sync with how our brains actually work.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But if mind mapping is so beneficial, why isn't everyone doing it already?
Well, I think there are a few reasons for that. One is just the comfort of the familiar,
Yeah, we tend to stick with what we know, even if it's not the best.
Exactly. We've been taught linear note-taking since we were kids.
Like ingrained in us.
So it feels safe and comfortable, even if it's not the most effective way to learn or think.
So what else is holding people back?
I think another big factor is just a lack of awareness,
Like people just don't know about mind mapping.
A lot of people have never even heard of it, or they've heard of it, but they don't really understand what it is or how it can benefit them.
Yeah, they might think it's just for students or artists.
Right. They don't realize how widely applicable it is.
Okay, so lack of awareness is a big one, but I feel like there's something else too.
You're right, there is something else. Fear.
Fear.
Yeah. Fear of looking silly or not doing it right.
I get it.
Or even fear of letting go of that structured control and embracing a more free-flowing way of thinking.
I can see how that could be intimidating.
It is for some people, but the thing is, there's no right or wrong way to do mind mapping.
Oh, so you don't have to be an artist or anything?
Not at all. It's about expressing your own thoughts and ideas in a way that makes sense to you.
So just go for it and don't worry about being perfect.
Exactly. Embrace the messiness, let your creativity flow, and most importantly, have fun with it.
I like that. So for those listeners who are ready to give mind mapping a try, what's the first step?
Well, the first step is to identify your central idea.
Okay, and what's that?
It's the core concept you want to explore, the heart of your mind map.
Oh.
So you write it down or draw it in the center of your page.
Nice and big and bold.
Make it stand out.
Okay, so we've got our central idea down. What's next?
From there, you add branches that radiate outward from the center.
Like branches on a tree.
Exactly. Each branch represents a major theme or category related to your central idea.
Okay, so if my central idea was planning a vacation, my branches might be things like destination, budget activities, and packing list.
You got it. Now here's where the fun part comes in. You use keywords and images to label your branches and subtopics.
Oh, so it's not just words.
No, not at all. You can use symbols, doodles, little icons, anything that helps you capture the essence of each concept.
It's like turning note-taking into an art project.
Exactly. It makes it more engaging and memorable.
Okay, so we've got our central idea, our branches, our keywords and images. Now what?
Now you connect your subtopics with lines to emphasize the relationships between different elements. It helps highlight the flow of ideas and gives your mind map a sense of cohesion.
Okay.
And remember, your mind map is a living document.
What does that mean?
It means you can change it as your thinking develops, add new branches, rearrange subtopics, erase and redraw sections.
Oh, so it's not about creating a perfect static diagram.
No, not at all. It's about capturing the flow of your thoughts as they happen.
That makes sense.
And allowing your mind map to grow and change along with your understanding.
I like that. This is a dynamic process.
It is. And that's what makes it such a powerful tool for learning, problem solving, and self-discovery.
Yeah, it's like giving your thoughts space to breathe and connect.
Exactly. It allows you to tap into that innate way your mind makes connections and generates new ideas.
It sounds almost meditative.
It can be. It encourages you to slow down, focus, and really tune into your own thought processes.
And in doing so, you might discover things about yourself that you never knew before.
Exactly. That's the beauty of it.
So mind mapping isn't just about organizing information. It's about exploring your own inner world.
It is. It's a powerful tool for self-reflection and personal growth.
Imagine mapping out your goals, fears, strengths, aspirations.
It's like creating a visual representation of yourself.
Wow, that's pretty profound.
It is. And ultimately, that's what makes mind mapping so much more than just a productivity hack.
It's a journey of discovery.
Exactly. A way to unlock the full potential of your mind.
And that's something we can all benefit from.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's amazing how much potential we have just waiting to be unlocked.
It really is. And mind mapping can be a key to unlocking that potential.
it's such a powerful tool for so many things, but I think some people might be intimidated by the visual aspect of it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like they might think, oh, I'm not an artist, or I'm not creative enough to do this.
Right, but that's really not the case at all.
Yeah, you don't have to be a Da Vinci to create a mind map.
Exactly. It's not about creating a work of art. It's about capturing your thoughts in a way that makes sense to you.
So stick figures, simple shapes, even just keywords, it all works.
Absolutely. The most important thing is that it helps you see the connections and generate ideas.
So it's really about functionality over form.
Yeah, and like anything else, the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll become with the process.
Yeah, practice makes perfect, right?
Exactly. And as you practice, you might even develop your own unique style.
Oh yeah, some people like those really detailed, colorful maps.
Yeah, and others prefer a more minimalist approach.
It's all about finding what works best for you.
Exactly. There's no right or wrong way to do it.
And what I find so exciting about mind mapping is that it's not just a tool for work or learning.
Yeah, it's a tool for self-discovery, too.
It can help us understand our own thought patterns, identify our strengths and weaknesses, and even explore our values and beliefs.
And like holding up a mirror to your inner world.
And that can be pretty powerful.
It is. It can help us uncover hidden passions, realize our true potential, and even identify limiting beliefs that are holding us back.
It's like therapy, but with colored pencils.
I love that.
And you don't even need a therapist to guide you.
Nope, you can do it all on your own.
Just grab a pen and paper and start exploring.
Exactly. It's that simple.
So to our listeners, we encourage you to give mind mapping a try.
Don't be afraid to experiment, have fun with it, and see where your mind takes you.
You might just be surprised by what you discover.
And who knows, maybe you'll even join the ranks of Leonardo da Vinci, Bill Gates, and NASA.
And that's some good company to be in.
And it just goes to show that mind mapping is a truly versatile and powerful tool.
That's a wrap on our deep dive into mind mapping.
It's been a great exploration.
We hope this episode has inspired you to give it a try and see how it can transform your thinking, learning, and even your life.
We believe in you.
Until next time, keep those minds curious and those ideas flowing. See you next time.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Deep Thoughts Podcast. I hope you found insights and inspiration to take with you on your journey of self-growth. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And don't forget to follow us on social media to stay updated on new releases and exclusive content. See you next time, where we'll continue to help you grow and explore your full potential.